This video I want to talk about when you're in recovery and you're going through the healing part of your journey. Now when I talk about recovery, I'm not just talking about substance, I'm not just talking about alcohol. This is toxic, unhealthy relationships. This could be toxic, unhealthy family dynamics. This could be anything that you could possibly be recovering from. Any form of abuse. It doesn't matter. Anything that you are going through recovery. So as you go through this recovery journey, you're going to go through many, I want to say, layers. So kind of like a lotus flower. So each petal that opens is another layer, another portion that you're going to not just awaken, but understand. So many people that go through recovery and a healing process typically will go through a spiritual awakening of some sort. Not all cases, but most. And it's very similar to just the regular recovery journey for the ones that don't spiritually awaken. But as anybody that goes through the recovery and the healing journey, and they choose that fork in the road to not self-abandon, self-neglect, and they decide, you know what, I want this difference in my life for myself. I want to heal those emotions, and balance those emotions, and regulate that nervous system, and have that healthy lifestyle, and I want to do it for me. Okay, so when you go through that recovery and that healing journey, you're going to go through again these many layers, like a lotus flower. And these layers are going to have different parts of the learning and understanding, becoming aware, understanding yourself. So it's a self-mastery, choosing what you want for yourself, choosing who you want to associate with or be influenced by. Hopefully nobody other than love or inner peace or positive things that will better your life. So those are the things that you want to be influenced by. So as you make all these decisions, you're going to get to a point where, as you get to your recovery and your healing portion, you're going to hit a specific layer where you no longer even focus on even the healing and the recovery part of it. You're going to get to a point where you're only going to focus on what's happening right now. And as you go through this, it actually becomes your past life, so like a reincarnation. And in that case, choosing this new life, this fork in this road, this recovery and this healing, I no longer even think about that. It's all part of my past life, my old life. I now am who I am, and that's what I focus on. So even the healing and the recovery part of the journey, you're going to get to that certain layer, that certain point in it, where you're not even going to talk about that. I make videos to help others, things I've recovered from, things I've helped others recover from. And that's what I make videos on, but sometimes even that's difficult, because once you evolve, you get to a certain point where that's part of that old life again. So it's hard even talking about things because it's already in the past. Yes, it's good for education, but you have to go back to that, and it's just your main focus is on the present and who you are now, past the recovery. So you'll go through it, you'll talk about the recovery, that's where you help people, and then you'll get to a point where you'll still help people, of course. That's kind of a lifelong journey part of it, helping others get through it also through demonstration. But you won't focus on it. You won't be like, I'm going through recovery, or I'm on a healing journey. You'll just be like, this is who I am now. This is what we talk about. So, healing journey, focus on it for a little while, and then you are just who you are and aware of the present moment now.